Mermaids are very intriguing mythical creatures. They're so fascinating that they've been portrayed in many different cultures, novels, and movies worldwide. This list of 20 real mermaid sightings will share stories of times when people have seen these mysterious creatures in their natural environment. Take note that it is difficult to confirm the existence of a mermaid because it's hard to prove that water creatures are real. Unlike other animals, water creatures have no hairs or skin, so it's nearly impossible to get a DNA sample from them. Creatures such as jellyfish, octopuses, dolphins, and whale sharks are most likely to be mistaken as mermaids if seen in the water. So we must watch 20 real mermaid sightings around the world. Number 20. The 1967 mermaid sighting on Main Island. A mermaid lazing around on Main Island in full view of passing boats would be documented in several hundred different ways. The woman in the mermaid costume would be well known to everyone when any of the ships left active pass. Everyone would have lost interest when the ferries arrived at the terminal. In June 1967, things were not like that. Only a few on Main Island saw the mermaid, but many more saw her in their dreams. They continue to discuss it nowadays. Near the west entrance to Active Pass, ferry passengers spotted the creature in the early evening. One witness stated that the mermaid had taken a bite out of a large fish, which was presumably a coho salmon, according to several witnesses. According to the colonist of June 13, 1967, the consensus was that she had topless hair and long silver blonde hair. The colonist described her as a dimpled mermaid the following day and claimed she had a fish or porpoise-like lower body. According to the newspaper, she was at Helen Point on the northwest tip of Main Island when a giant fish was spotted being eaten there. The mermaid appeared to relish the ferry's wake washing over her hair. Before we begin, like this video, smash the subscribe button, and click the notification bell right now, or this centipede will crawl on your face when you're sleeping. That takes us to today's video's strange topic. A Philippine man set out with his family to enjoy the evening at the beach. The beach was calm at the time and was pretty nice. As the man walked along the beach with his 4-year-old kid, he noticed something strange in one of the holes in the rocks. He leaned over to take a closer look when suddenly a mermaid popped her head out of the hole and stared at him with big, beautiful eyes. He tried to talk to her, but she didn't respond. All she did was lean forward and stare at him as if she wanted something from him. The man was very scared but wished he could see her again. Luckily for me, my little boy has my camera around his neck. I took a shot of her and went to call my wife to see what I had just discovered. We went there after the first sighting but didn't see it again. What do you guys think of this? Do you think this might be real? Share your comments with the hashtag strange topic and we'll pin the ones that can best explain what is going on in this picture. Number 19. Indian mermaid. Some people on social media reported that a mermaid was discovered on the bank of the river Ganga in Patna, while others stated that this creature was seen in the state of Odisha, which is located on the coast. A Facebook user shared photographs of what they claimed to be a mermaid with the caption, "Breaking news from Bhagapur." A live mermaid was spotted in the Ganga River. It weighs more than 100 kilograms. It has strong hands and fingers matching those of a man. Another user on Facebook posted the following message: "Jalpari was found near my home in East Meldinapur, West Bengal. I don't know if it's real or not." There have been some people who assert that these videos were taken in Navi Mumbai. We all know that mermaids are fictitious aquatic creatures, but did you know that they have a woman's head and upper body and the tail of a fish? In the real world, they do not exist. According to the findings of zoologists, mermaids only exist in stories. The sculpture also features a motor in the throat to simulate breathing. Do you think this is a mermaid, or what other species would you expect this to be? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. It's a mythological creature that appears in stories. Biologically, it doesn't exist. Number 18. Zombie mermaid. Crosby Beach visitors were sad after discovering the body of a beautiful creature that had died there. A mermaid skeleton washed ashore on a beach in Merseyside, leaving people puzzled as to what it might be. A second family joined Kirsty Jones, a mother from Formby, and her partner and children while at Hightown Beach. When they looked down, they saw a creature lying on the sand just as they were about to start their picnic. While Veronica Peratt was on the beach, she came across the animal. She posted a Facebook post where she posted the following question: "Can anyone identify this creature? It was discovered on Crosby Beach this morning. Is it a porpoise? One woman remarked, "So sad, what a beautiful creature," while another replied, "Yes, that's a porpoise. We reported it to the Green Sefton this morning." However, the Green team of the Sefton Council could not confirm the animal's existence. After high tides, a variety of fish species frequently wash ashore. The team is normally able to recognize the various animals that live along the coast, but this occasion is exceptional. Several team members called, but none of them could provide definitive identification of the skeletal remains of the creature that were discovered. Number 17. The Memorial at Kyle Tame Beach. If claims are to be believed, Kiryat Yam, Israel, has had so many reported sightings of mermaids that the local administration there has given $1 million reward to anyone who can produce convincing video proof. A mermaid occasionally appears on the coast around sunset, according to a mythical legend, according to a 2009 report by Life Science. A gathering of pals at the beach was the scene of one of the initial encounters, when they approached a woman lying in a peculiar way on the sand. She jumped into the water, and that's when they discovered her tail. According to Live Science, a video accompanied another sighting. Two tourists were photographing what they thought to be a seal on the rocks below 2013. The monster turned and gave them a backward glance as the camera zipped in, then dashed off and dove into the water. Therefore, there hasn't been any concrete proof of this mermaid. The $1 million prize is more of a tourism marketing ruse than a genuine attempt to find and photograph a real live mermaid. That's typically how it works. But that doesn't imply there haven't been any sightings. Do you think mermaids exist? Any your thoughts on mermaids in the space provided below. Number 16. Kaiwi Point Mermaid. For more than 50 years, witnesses have claimed to have spotted a mermaid off the big island of Hawaii. However, until a diving boat skipper got a picture of the half-woman, half-fish, the sightings were never taken seriously. On April 12, 1998, when he and 6 other divers were investigating the ocean floor approximately 20 minutes off Hawaii's bright Kona coast, dive master Jeff Leischer took a picture of the species known as the Kaiwi Point Mermaid. A school of dolphins started playing in our wake as we made our way out to the point. One of the soldiers on the port side suddenly shouts and points. I was shocked by what I witnessed. She had one of the most stunning features I've ever seen. Long, flowing hair. She was keeping up with the dolphins in no time. When she leaped into the air, my heart nearly stopped. She had scales all over her lower body which tapered back into a massive fishtail. She jumped again, then sank below the surface. There were 10 people on the boat, and everyone saw the strange event. However, there was still one more amazing surprise in store. I feel very blessed that I'm the one to finally prove to the world what people here have known for half a century, adds Leischer. Do you consider Leischer to be a prankster or lucky? Post your comments in the section below. Number 15. The Greenland Sea Mermaid. This amazing video captures the moment a submarine's crew encounters a mermaid. A mini-sub in the Greenland Sea was used to record the 2 minutes and 17-second clip. It features 2 daring submariners at work. A white hand breaks against the glass behind one crew member, a bearded, spectacled man who is actively filming. As a black thing can be seen swimming away, he spins around. The hand has 4 fingers and a thumb, with webbing between the digits, as further close-up views reveal. After displaying the creature's horrifyingly inhuman face, the film prompts viewers to pick whether they believe it to be a mermaid, an alien, or a sophisticated deception. Aaron Fisher was certain the video was authentic. This can only be faked if it wasn't carried out at a depth of 3,000 feet. A diver wouldn't be able to resist the pressure. A diver can only dive to a depth of roughly 1,000 feet, and the deepest dive to date was 1,200 feet, even with protective equipment. No air tank or other device to aid breathing was visible to me. The eyes glowed, informing us it's a nocturnal species, or at least its eyes have adapted to be able to see in the dark beneath the water where the light rarely reaches, the author said. Additionally, the creature moved too quickly to be a diver, even with flippers. Divers often don't swim that quickly, which is an attribute of a mermaid. Number 14. The Minnesota Mermaid. This movie will show you how not to pull off a terrific prank for Halloween, so if you're consider pulling one this year, you should watch it before you start. Incredible as it may seem, nearly 670,000 people have seen this video clip captioned "Mermaid Body Found on Beach in Minnesota." The videographer's name is unknown. We will refer to him as Mackie, as in the location of the lake where the tape was recorded. Nevertheless, what is known is that two individuals dressed in yellow hazmat suits found a mermaid. That's right, Mackie confirmed it. In the video, there is a shot of a green tail that appears to be floating in the lake, and then a strange creature is fished out of the water. Mackie would like us to believe that the evidence presented in this film demonstrates the existence of mermaids. We'll let you decide. However, Top 3 stated that he believes it to be real. He remarked, "I mean, why would anyone go to such measures to fabricate something like this? I mean, why would they fake something like this?" Sienna Marie is undecided about whether or not she recognizes the distinctive fin from a company called Fin Fun, while Roses Royce is uncertain about the appropriateness of the clothing. What do you think of this scene? Share your view in the comments section below. Number 13. 2017 mermaid on land in Fresno, California. The Fresno County Sheriff's Department has recognized a woman who was found wandering close to Fresno and claimed to be a mermaid. Detectives claim they identified the woman as a 33-year-old Virginia resident after getting a tip and speaking with a relative. The sheriff's office stated that they did not want to publicize the woman's name and thought she might be a victim of a crime. The bizarre circumstances surrounding the woman's discovery first attracted media attention after a since-deleted Facebook post by the Fresno Police Department requested information from the public regarding Jane Doe's identity. Number 12. Zimbabwe mermaids. Mermaids are purportedly mythical aquatic beings having a female body and a fishtail. Those legends were largely circulated hundreds of years ago, yet they are being discussed in Zimbabwe today. After traditional healers prepared beer to placate the unruly water spirits, a dam in Zimbabwe that mermaids had tormented is now operational. The mermaids in northern Zimbabwe's little town of Gokwe had harassed construction workers setting up water pumps at a dam. Pump repairs at the Gokwe Dam were put on hold after panicked workers reported machines failing for no apparent reason and blamed mermaids. Nkomo claimed that Osborne Dam, located close to the eastern city of Mutare, has had the same issue. He demanded that traditional rites be carried out at the dams, including brewing traditional beer, to eliminate the threat posed by mermaids. Divers were sent to Osborne Dam to examine why the pumps were clogged and returned to the water's surface with a pledge to never go back down. The water ministry recruited traditional healers to perform rituals later in the week, which remedied the issue at Gokwe. To placate the water spirits, the traditional leaders staged a ceremony where they ended up livestock and brewed beer. While the local community does believe in mermaids, Nkomo added, "I do not." Voice of America reports that many Zimbabweans are dubious of such tales, but some still believe in mermaids. Number 11. 2014 Kane Ohi Marine Biology Institute. In 2014, the body of a mermaid was discovered, and it was transported to the Kane Ohi Marine of the University of Hawaii so that experts could examine it. Mermaids are thought to have lived in the waters of Hawaii. Several people's convictions regarding the reality of mermaids have been brought into question as a direct result of a collection of photographs that have been making the rounds on various social networking sites. A humanoid figure with translucent scales and skin appears in the blurry photographs taken on the beaches of Pajapan, Veracruz. The bottom half of a fish and the upper half of a human appear to be connected in the body of this image in some strange way. This raises the question of whether or not mermaids are living in the world at some point in time. The illustrations are an efficient technique for conveying the meaning of the topic. It was recently discovered that the mysterious monster is a siren that the special effects department created while they were working on Pirates of the Caribbean. This revelation came about quite recently. This realization has only surfaced quite recently. Number 10. 2016 mermaid washed up on British beach. The photographs reveal what appears to be a decomposing humanoid monster with a fishtail that is resting on the ground in front of the icy North Sea. Although the head and tail are in pretty good shape, the mermaid appears to be missing one arm and the middle region of the body is deteriorating. Photos and video were uploaded to Facebook in October 2016 showing what appeared to be a horrible mermaid being led onto a beach in Great Yarmouth in the United Kingdom. According to the story, the mermaid had been swept ashore by the rough waters of the North Sea. The photographs taken by Paul Jones appear to reveal the decaying body of a humanoid-like mermaid that even has a tail and fin. Most people who have shared the video appear to be convinced that this is the authentic remains of merfolk, but this argument convinces not everyone. The video has received more than 1 million views. Sadly, it would appear that the roots of this particular mermaid are planted firmly on the land. The person who submitted the photographs, Paul Jones, is a fairly competent model maker are known for crafting horrific inventions. It appears like mermaids were the theme for Halloween in 2016, however there are other possible themes. Number 9. A real mermaid almost gets caught by fishermen. This suggests that mermaids are living in the water, even though the other scenes show that they're inaccurate. Even by Hollywood standards, the cameraman can be seen fishing with a large fish net in a scenario that is out of the ordinary. They were dragging what they believed to be a fish they had captured in the net closer to them when they noticed a hand reaching out from the net and attempting to grab and take them into the river. In the end, they concluded that the hand was luring them into the river so it could drown them. They were really afraid, so they threw it into the river as quickly as they could after they had finished doing so. There's a chance that the eyewitnesses are not aware that they are also confident that there is a mermaid. However, I'm certain that they are aware that they are confident there is a mermaid. The eyewitnesses may be unaware that they are also confident there is a mermaid. Number 8. Mermaid migration caught by drone. That is not how dolphins swim, nor do they move around disorganizedly. There is no way what the shape of the splash in the water could be compared to that of a dolphin. My first thought was that they might be manta rays, but in reality they had a very mermaid-like appearance. This footage captured by a drone has been used in multiple scenes, all of which claim that it depicts genuine mermaids on camera. In these videos, it is asserted that the humanoid entities seen swimming in the clip are mermaids captured on tape by the drone. Some others have gone as far to suggest that this image portrays a group of mermaids captured on tape by the drone. This video delves deeper into the investigation of the footage. These are members of a mermaid family getting together for a get-together, and that is not even the entirety of the clip. I am certain that the drone was able to get even closer than what has been demonstrated here, but why are there so many secrets? Number 7. Real-life mermaid caught in Durban, South Africa, KwaZulu-Natal. People of Suurbrak, inhabitants have sworn that the mythical creature existed, even though mermaids are typically the stuff of fairy tales. The most recent sighting has undoubtedly convinced some skeptical Suurbrak locals to believe their elders' legends about the Caiman. Daniel Cupido, a resident of Suurbrak, claimed he and a group of friends were unwinding at the riverside campsite after having a Podkijos braai at around 11:30 p.m. when he heard what sounded like someone hitting on a wall. Cupido claimed he moved toward the sound from the neighboring low-water bridge because he thought it might be vandals. He claimed to have seen something in the water near the bridge that looked like a white woman with a long black hair. He waded toward her intending to help her, but claimed he was stopped in his tracks when he saw a ruby gleam in her eyes. He then called some of his pals to come and take a look as well. Seeing what appeared to be clearly a female figure swimming on the side of the low-water bridge before moving to the other, pausing there before driving back into the murky water. Ulkers claimed that the apparition was making the craziest sound, which sounded like a lady wailing throughout. Could this be true? Share your view in the comment section below. Number 6. Mermaid-like creature discovered in the wake of the 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami. The above set of photos, which supposedly show a strange ocean-dwelling mermaid creature unearthed by strong tides, proves once again that there's nothing new under the sun, or that everything old is new again. They are the latest in a series of older photos passed off as pictures from the December 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami. After the tsunami, a mermaid was found at Marina Beach. Here are photos of a mermaid found at Marina Beach, Chennai. The body is kept in the Egmore Museum, where security is very tight. Mermaid is called Kadal Kani in Tamil, an imaginary creature described in stories with the upper body of a woman and the tail of a fish. Before the Indian Ocean tsunami in December 2004, these photos were being passed around and are said to have been taken in the Philippines. In any case, mermaids are creatures of myth and legend, not reality. There is an old tradition of making fake mermaid carcasses out of fish skins and animal bones for shows. Even though a lot has changed since Barnum's time, people are still the same. We continue to be fascinated by the same tales and forgeries crafted in the same time-honored fashion. Number 5. Fiji mermaid is unattractive attraction. As far as mermaid Halloween costumes go, Ariel from Disney and the two-tailed Starbucks logo are pretty standard. But if you want to try something scarier, you should think about the Fiji mermaid. The Fiji mermaid, also called the Fiji mermaid, was an object of a young monkey's torso and head sewn to the back of a half of fish. In sideshows, it was often shown as the mummified body of a creature that was supposed to be half animal and half fish, like a mermaid. The first one had fish scales with animal hair on top of them, and its chest had breasts that hung down. Its mouth was wide open, and all of its teeth were showing. It had its right hand on its right cheek, and its left left under its lower jaw. The Fiji Islands in the South Pacific are where this mermaid is said to have been caught. Several copies and different versions have also been made and shown under the same name with the same story. In 1842, P.T. Barnum showed the original at Barnum's American Museum in New York. After that, it went missing, probably because it burned up in one of the many fires that destroyed the parts Barnum's collection. You probably might have seen it. Tell us if you know. Number 4. A mummified mermaid. Scientists will look into a mummified mermaid that people say will make anyone who eats its flesh live forever. They want to find out what it is. The mysterious 12-inch creature was supposedly caught in the Pacific Ocean near the Japanese island of Shikoku between 1736 and 1741. It's now kept in a temple in the city of Ashikakuchi. It looks almost human, except for its fish-like lower half. It has a grimacing face, sharp teeth, 2 hands, and hair on its head and brow. Hiroshi Kinoshita of the Okayama Folklore Society, who came up with the project, said the bizarre creature could have religious significance. There's a story that says Japanese mermaids can live forever, he said. It's said that if you eat the flesh of a mermaid, you will never die. In many parts of Japan, there is a story about a woman who ate a mermaid by accident and lived for 800 years. This Yao Bikuni legend is also kept alive near the temple where the mermaid mummy was found. I heard that some people used to eat the scales of mermaid mummies because they believed the story. Number 3. The Mermaid of Harold Skyer's skeleton. You thought the Little Mermaid down by the harbor was the only mermaid in Copenhagen? You're wrong, and the Danish National Museum is here to show you. The skeleton of the Harold Skyer mermaid found by a farmer while plowing his field is on display there. If you click on the picture, it will get bigger. The description says that she was probably a mermaid from the Asian branch of the family. This makes her a very rare find in Europe. The skeleton is said to be that of a mermaid, a farmer found in Harold Skyer, Denmark, while plowing his field. And according to a more detailed description, that what is shown with it is at the Danish National Museum in Copenhagen, where the mermaid of Harold Skyer was first shown in 2012. The museum itself is already a big deal. In the middle of the old city in an 18th century mansion, it has fascinating collections of artifacts from Danish prehistory and the Middle Ages, antiquities from the Near East and classical times, the royal collection of coins and medals, and a children's museum. It would take days to see everything it has to offer. Number 2. Hakata Bay Mermaid. A local urban myth states that in the early 13th century, a mermaid washed up in Hakata Bay, which is located on the island of Kyushu in Japan. The Pisking harbinger of prosperity was laid to rest at the undersea place of the dragon deity after being bestowed with blessings by a shaman and deemed a favorable omen. Those mermaid bones, unearthed roughly 800 years ago, can now be seen on exhibit at the Ryuguji Temple in Fukuoka. The bones found at Ryuguji are sometimes said to have been from a dugong. However, this particular origin tale for the sea cow did not stand up when we questioned the specialists. According to Dr. Darrow Doming of Howard University, who specializes in Sirenian paleontology, these bones are not dugong. It's possible that, at this point, you're asking why we're discussing old myths and legends regarding fabled sea monsters. As a matter of fact, due to the work of a certain false documentary duo, science writers have had their hands full trying to dispel the widespread belief that mermaids exist. However, an intriguing story lies behind the partial skeleton discovered at Ryuguji, and it may be better understood with some paleontological background knowledge. Do these mermaids really exist? Share your view in the comment section below. Number 1. Little Mermaid called Jenny Hanivers in the 1500s. The typical image of a mermaid is of a lovely fish maiden with a tail-like fish and a woman's head and upper body. However, the true mermaid was a hideous monster extremely dissimilar from the mythical ones. The term is thought to have come from Antwerp, Belgium, where these oddities were produced and frequently sold. The first known mermaid, Jenny Hanivers, was created in the 16th century by sailors who wanted to make a little extra money. In reality, Jenny Hanivers were the mermaid-like carcasses of a certain species of fish. Around the middle of the 16th century, these mermaid-like figures started appearing in Antwerp. They were known as Jenny Hanivers by sailors, and they offered tourists souvenirs. Jenny Hanivers demonstrated that mermaid-like aquatic animals existed for many years. Others, however, saw them as evidence of something more sinister because they were also known as devilfish, and according to one belief, they were Christ's foes. Are mermaids Christ's enemy? Do you think mermaids existed and still exist?